Shobhan Putra ma'am has joined. Umesh sir has joined. Sharma, BK Sharma has joined. Very good. Shahada, Sharda ma'am. Okay. Sharda ma'am also has
Done, sir. We
joined.
are live.
This meeting is being live streamed. Okay. So Aparna, you can start. We will not wait now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session, Vedic Microbiology. It is distinct honor introduced to Dr. Purushottam Kaushik sir. He is a professor and head Department of Botany and Microbiology and Dean Faculty of Life Sciences, Gurukul Kangri University, Haridwar. He has had teaching and research stint at Punjab University, Chandigarh, and Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. Uh, Also, he is the founder of Microbiology Department at Kangri University. He has also been the principal investigator of the of Environmental Government of India project, Environmental Biology of the Himalayan Orchid, and UGC projects on lectins. He has visited University of London, Cambridge, and Kiev, United Kingdom. Uh, he published book of microbiology's question answers. Also, his lecture on available on YouTube channel. So, I would like to request Dr. Purushottam Kaushik sir to start the session with Vedic microbiology. Please, sir. Hello.
Yes, he will start. He will start. Don't worry. Dr. B.D. Kaushik sir, please share the screen now.
Good
Kaushik,
evening
sir.
to everybody.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
You can share the screen.
Sharing. Thank you, Aparna, for speaking good words about me. I'm grateful to Professor Deshmukh giving me opportunity to speak from this platform, and Dr. Sanjeev Singh ji and all other members of Society of Microbiology. I cannot say, or we cannot say with certainty, that our ancestors, the sages, had a microscope or electron microscope, but certainly it is certain that they had the Atendriya Gyan that could be translated as the knowledge obtained without senses. So whatever they obtained perhaps was because of the Atendriya Gyan. First one. I had published 2 articles, and in 1981, on glimpses of medical botany, and I was motivated. I felt happy that Dr. K.S. Bhargav wrote to me a postcard, and then also asked to send the reprints. The journal Vedic Path that was published by the Gurukul Kangri. So I was in the editorial board. I not only sent that, I sent a copy of Vedic Path also, and then he thanked me with an inland letter. And for the sake of your kind information, the Elagiopolis is a noted Panjai man. His book introductory mycology might have been read by most of you. His classification is known to all, and all other classifications of fungi revolve against that of Elexopolus. And Elexopolus makes mention of 3 Indians. One of them was Professor K.S. Bhargav, one was Professor K.S. Thind of Punjab University, Chandigarh, and one was S.P. Rai Chaudhary from IIRI, New Delhi. So, he was a preeminent mycologist and a prominent virologist. He was born at Rewari in Haryana. Early education was at St. Stephen College, New Delhi. He graduated in 1937, MSc in Botany. He was awarded Empress Victoria Readership in 1940 for doing research work at University of Allahabad, and did DPhil in 1943 and received S.A. Hill Memorial Award for the best research work. He served in the University of Allahabad at Birla College, Pilani, and got central government overseas scholarship and proceeded to England in 1945. It was British rule at the time. He worked on 5 stains of cucumber mosaic, a viral aspect. He is known as a virologist also, and got PhD in 1948 from University of London under supervision of Sir Frederick Barden. Tree tomato, Solanum Betaceae, and synonym is the Scyphomandra betaceae, and MLB, that is a mycoplasma-like bodies. A term phytoplasma has been given by the Japanese professor, and grassy shoot disease of sugarcane, and some botanicals. Nowadays, botanicals are very popular. Some botanicals are also being used as pesticides. Amphipteris prolifera, which is a fern. And Bermuda grass also studied by him, that is the Cynodon dactylon. And Bermuda grass or the Cynodon dactylon, in Sanskrit known as the Durva, has also been mentioned in the Vedas and is being used in India in ceremonies like birth of the child, birthday, and even the marriage ceremonies. And he was the president of Indian Botanical Society. He was president of the Phytopathological Society, and he was also the president of Indian Virological Society of country. I came across, attended an international conference on of Vedas that was held at Gurukul Kangri, and some questions were asked by the people that what about the Sanjeevani? So the Flickingeria macraei, an orchid that has got the golden shining pseudobulbs, that may be regarded that, and mushroom that may be regarded that, because at night some mushrooms also shine, and glowworm, is an insect that also shines, and the reason behind the shining of all these is the enzyme luciferase. It was good fortune to attend a conference at that was on Vedas and Puranas both. I had the opportunity to deliver the inaugural lecture there. And here the heading has been, this was the first international conference on Vedic microbiology, and heading I have kept, occultist turns Vedic microbiologist. I am not the occultist. This conference was organized by a well-known figure, a well-known saint, that is Jagadacharya Sri Chandra Swami, and to my great surprise, that more than 1.5 dozen ambassadors and high commissioners of different countries, Asian and European countries, were at his spell. So this was a very good conference, and I had the experience of this aspect there also, and he was happy. To rather next morning, early in the morning, he called me that you call the professor who has come from Haridwar. Then I had the opportunity uh, to be the chief guest at Dairy Research Institute. Kluwer is a dairy microbiologist, and he has written on Cleuromyces lactis and useful bacteria of dairy microbiology. He has quoted that my daughter reads in the high school and is very much afraid of bacteria because bacteria were the part of the high school at the time, but she does not know that many bacteria are useful also. So some of the the bacteria of dairy microbiology are used as probiotics today, and probiotics have become probiotics and prebiotics, they have become popular. The Vedic window to your roof. Peter Frankopan, director of Oxford Center of Byzantine Research, in his book, The Silk Road, A New History of the World, published by Bloomsbury, that is, he makes mention of tamarind, Indian date, Tintidi, that is the Sanskrit name Tintidi, and Tamarindus indica of family Fabaceae, that was carried by the Arabs from India and sold in Europe, but they never told from where they are bringing. So was regarding some of the spices. Max Muller was a great friend and lover of Sanskrit. If he said, if I were asked what I consider the most important discovery which has been made during 19th century with respect to ancient history of mankind, I would say it was a simple etymological equation. The Sanskrit word Deopitra. Deopitra means ancestor of heaven or sky. That is equal to Greek word Jupiter, that is equal to Latin Jupiter, that is equal to Old Norse Tyre. So these are the different languages he said, and he was a great lover. And of course, he had lost the Bowden chair of professorship at Oxford, but despite of that, he did not leave his love for he might have been the author of the Oxford Dictionary, the first dictionary that was prepared, but he yet continued, and his love for Sanskrit never became less. Surya is the sun. Rig Veda is divided into mandal, that is a chapter, sukta, the passage or group of mantras, and mantras, the hymn. Rig Veda in the first mandal, 35th sukt and 10th hymn, and also in the first mandal and 191st sukt and 8th mantra, the sun as an antimicrobial agent, that the sun is antimicrobial. Shump, that is the mushroom. Rig Veda in first mandal, 84th sukt and 8th mantra refers the term shump, that is mushroom, botanically or microbiologically Agaricus campestris, Latin name, a fungus of family Agaricaceae also. And moreover, this is the first book describe the fungus. And not only this, it also gives the societal message. It gives the sociology is hardly not very old. Sociology is not is the origin of 20th century, and it gives the social message also, and teaches the ethics to the people. This is the Vedic hymn. The computer is not able to read the national language. Kada martam raj sampada chumma me surat kadan sushwagir indra anga. Kada means when. Martam means mortal. Eratsan means antisocial. Pada means sweet. Chumpa means like a mushroom. Surat means to crush down, destroy. Kada means cup. Na Shoshruvad means will listen. Gir means listen, Gir means prayer, Indro, Lord Indra, and Anga means dear. Oh dear Lord Indra, when you will listen our prayer and will crush down the antisocial elements with your feet, it gives the sense that life of a devil or a wicked man is like cap or pilus of a mushroom that could be easily blown away, even with a light current of air. So it gives a great sociological message to the society and is the first book of the world that describes the fungus, but usually the people do not, the Western publications not mention, and perhaps the mine is the only book or the first book to the first question of my book, Microbiology Question and Answer, that which is the first book of the world to describe the word fungus. Henrik Anton de Barry was not only a botanist but also a microbiologist and a mycologist, also regarded as founding father of plant pathology and mycology. He was born to Frau means Mrs. Emile Bayer de Barry and her August Theodore de Barry. He was one of the 10 children of physician, Mr. Theodore de Barry and Frau Emile de Barry. His father encouraged him to join the excursions of naturalists who collected specimens from rural areas. He also published a book in 1859 on fungi that included rust and smut. So he is known as the father of, but he also does not make a mention of the fungi earlier. There is a term adrishta that is invisible. I already mentioned that perhaps the Vedic scholars may not be having microscope or electron microscope, but certainly they were aware that the most of the microorganisms are invisible. We cannot see that. And in the first mandal of Rig Veda, they make a mention produce toxins maybe more or less in amount, that all microorganisms, they produce the toxin. Some may be producing less and some may be producing more. And antidote or antimicrobial. So for the microorganisms to combat with them, Rig Veda in the first mandal and 191st sukta and second mantra, destroy microorganism, antimicrobial, destroy microorganism, or the abbreviated. Microbe is the abbreviated form of microorganism. Sometimes while the students are asked what is the difference between the microbe and the microorganism, so microorganism is the full form and microbe is the abbreviated form of the microorganism. Identification of the active sites or lesion binding moieties or receptors of the microbes. So in Rig Veda, first sukta and first mandal 191st sukta and 5th mantra, microorganisms come to see everyone but remain invisible themselves. They can see us, but we cannot see them. One that remain, they recognize us by the lesions, the active lesions, the active sites they have to interact. The rising sun, Rig Veda, the first mandal makes the mention of the rising sun, destroyer of microorganisms and other nisachars or evil insects of night, because at noon the sun becomes bright and kills the microorganisms and the insects. The fire incinerates. In Rig Veda, the third mandal and 10th sukta and third mantra makes a mention that one who kindles fire with determination, performs Agnihotra or Havan with Samidhat, wood of special trees, gain health and energy. So one who performs Havan Yajna with determination, he is benefited and makes the atmosphere free from microorganisms, and some of the woods that may be used in the Havan are given in the Sanskar Vidhi by Swami Dayanand Saraswati, that more complete methodology and the woods of medicinal importance have been mentioned in that Sanskar Vidhi by Swami Dayanand Saraswati Ji Maharaj. Agni or the fire, Rig Ved in the 7th Mandal and 15th Sukt and 10th hymn, and at the same time in first Mandal makes the mention that the fire is antimicrobial, and we all know that fire is the best. While you incinerate your inoculation needle, you take the help of the flame of spirit lamp or the burner. Indra means God. Indra means the chief of the army staff, and Indra means king also. So here Rig Ved, because they have very magnanimous words, so all meanings stand for the Indra. In the eighth mandal and 12th sukta and 9th mantra, Indra kills the pathogen with the help of sunlight. So Indra, this is a sort of, you may call it the Gada of Indra, or the Indra incinerates the microorganism with the help of the sunlight, takes help of sunlight. And Soma is very important and very popular among the Vedas. Rig Ved, 9th Mandal, 68th Sukta and 14th hymn makes a mention of Soma. So that makes a mention that mixing a thick juice of Soma with barley. So two opinions come from that. Opinion first is the fermentation. So, and opinion second is Somlata, a gymnosperm, a Phaedra gerardiana, and E. foliata. And once I happened to visit Institute of Microbial Technology, Dr. Swanjit Singh ji showed me very big fermenter there. And on returning back at Group Kangadi, I also, being head in the head the department in DST fish sported department, we also purchase fermenters. Best grade fermenters of the world, Sartorius at the time, a German company. And then Soma, there is another mention in the 10th Mandal and 27th Sukta and 2nd hymn, 15 days old Soma. So 15 days old Soma, there again comes two opinion interpretations. Opinion first, fermentation in the wooden vats for 15 days. And second opinion comes the opinion two, growth of the Somlata. So some people, scholars, they advocate that the growth of the Somlata is a genus Ephedra gerardiana and Ephedra foliata. Ephedra gerardiana grows in the Himalayas and Ephedra foliata grows in the deserts of Rajasthan and adjoining areas of Haryana and Punjab that are adjoining to the Rajasthan. There also the Ephedra foliata grows, and they say that the growth of the Ephedra is followed by, according to the actions of the moon. Moon is smaller, larger, and crescent shaped, and one on Purnima it is a full moon and complete darkness in the Amavasya. Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm in Rig Veda, 10th Mandal and 36th Sukta and 4th Mantra, and in the 7th Mandal, thunderstorm killed the microorganism. Now we often sometimes read in the newspaper and listen that the lightning killed the animal, lightning killed the man, lightning killed the children, and at least I have seen one example. There was a big tree of Kadam in 1984 at Gurukul Kangadi that was killed by the lightning. And while the carpenters cut that, by counting the ring of that, we came to know that that was planted in 1942, while the new campus of Gurukul Kangadi was being developed. Of course, before that, the Gurukul Kangadi was running in the huts across the Ganges, where the Viceroy James Ford and Lady James Ford visited their Gurukul Kangadi in the huts. Rakshoha has been mentioned in the 10th Mandal And Rakshoa means the protector from disease. It also means a Vaid or a doctor, physician, and surgeon. Rakshoa possesses anti-pathogenic drug to combat microbial diseases. So the term Rakshoa has been mentioned in the Rig Veda. Then there are terms Amiva and Durnama. So in the 10th Mandal and 162nd Sukta and 2nd hymn, Amiva infects fetus, and M stands for disease and Eva means generator. So the Amiva is a disease generator and infects the fetus. And there is another term, Durnama. Durnama infects womb of women. That is, the word has been developed from dur, bad, which gives pain. Nama means name, that is one with inauspicious name indicative of abortion. And nowadays, the microbiologist has coined a term TOT for the pathogenic microorganism of this type. The torch is a mnemonic device to remember those microorganisms. And one of them is, for example, TO stands for Toxoplasma gondii, a parasite, a protist or protozoa, which is an obligate intracellular parasite of phylum MP complexa, class Conodicida, order Eucocydioida, and family Sarcocystidae. So this is one of them. So this is a Durnama. And then there is another microbe, that is R. rubella, a virus which spreads by droplet, that is cough or sneezes, and saliva, kissing, and shared drinks are caused because of this. And then the third one stands for C, the cytomegalovirus, abbreviated as CMV, in which one of the most common virus passes from mother to the baby during pregnancy. And then the fourth one is H stands for the herpes simplex, abbreviated as HSV, which causes contagious sores generally that occur generally around the mouth and the genitals. Other Durnama, there are certain other Durnama also, inauspicious pathogens or organisms. They are Treponema pallidum, a spirochete and causative agent of syphilis, which can be transmitted through direct contact with active lesions. And venereal syphilis is transmitted through sexual contact and through the placental barrier. Other Durnama is pathogens or the inauspicious organism. Trichomonas vaginalis, flagellate protozoan, 13 micrometer in size, found in urinary tract of both males and females. Other Durnama or the inauspicious organism is Gerardia labelia, synonym G. intestinalis, and Gerardia duodenalis cause giardiasis. So this is also a Durnama. Then we again come to the fermentation. Of course, I told to you regarding fermentation earlier also. Yajurved also makes a mention. Good things have been sometimes repeated. There is repetition also. Fermentation was mentioned in the Rig Veda, and fermentation has been mentioned in the Yajurved also. Yajurved has been divided into Adhyay and mantras, and Dhatki is one of them. Dhatki is a flower, Woodfordia fruticosa, and synonym is Woodfordia floribunda. The nomenclature we have followed according to a book, Medicinal Plant and Drugs of India, has been followed here. That we are the forward by former Minister of State for Education, Professor Sher Singh, former Minister of State for Education, Plant Science and Technology, and Space. And for example, the asav, Drakshasav is a typical asav, which is prepared by the fermentation of the grapes. And Woodfordia fruticosa, the flowers of Woodfordia fruticosa are used as a source of because that contains certain microorganisms, including yeast and some bacterial species, of course. And it is often grows in the outer ranges of the, Woodfordia fruticosa grows in plenty in the outer ranges of the Shivalik, and even in the March I happened to visit from Pune to Mahabaleshwar. On the way, both sides the road, plenty of it, because the area is a bit hilly, plenty of Woodfordia fruticosa or dhatki was growing there that could be easily used as a source of the inoculum. The Vedas, Rig Veda is at least 3000 to 5000 BC, and many people consider it that much older. Sam Ved is also very old, and Yajurved, and then the Atharved. Professor Udupa, who is the founder director of Institute of Medical Sciences of BHU. Formerly, in the beginning, he was a friend of my teacher, Professor Padma Shri Professor P.N. Mehra, and was a medical officer at Shimla, but later on he joined BHU, and in his honor, exists even an auditorium in the medical institute of BHU. And he delivered a lecture at Gurukul Kangadi. He told that there are 129 medicinal plants in the Atharved, some say 188 and some say more even. They need to decipher the meaning of whole of them. Then Shukla Yajurved. Shukla means white. So it has also been referred as the Mool Yajurved, and Swami Dayanand Saraswati supports it, but he prefers to use the term Yajurved instead of using the word Shukla. Yajurved in the Adhyay 19th and Sukta, the mantra 13th to 15th and 82nd to 83rd, he makes a mention of Surah from germinated paddy, germinated barley, and pulsed rice, and Prisruth. This is from one of references from one of books edited by me, Indigenous Medicinal Plants, including microbes and fungi. In that, the Charak Samhita makes a mention of different wines, 6 from grains, 26 from fruits, 20 from hardwood, and 10 from flower, 4 from branches, 2 from leaves, and 4 from bark. So different types of wines have been, and flowers, besides flower, this macer has been used, that is pair of the Masoor, and the very famous proverb, ye moor Masoor ki dal. And of course, the flowers like hops are imported, and I happened to visit Woodlace, a British type company of fermentation at Kankarkheda in Meerut, where one of my students was managing that. And I saw there all the stages from fermentation to bottling of the automatic system of bottling, and a lot of hops are being important. So we should, and a lot of money is wasted hops. Why not to try the mass that we find and take the that is the masar, the utility of that instead of the flowers that are imported. Sura, a strong alcoholic drink. So Katyana Srot Sutra, a branch of Yajurved, the names of the rules of Rajosya Yaj, or ceremonial behaviors, which was completed by the royal people, kings, the boiled rice, or because that they prepared a bit strong wine. Barley is mixed with inoculum, a starter, and masar to provide pleasant taste and flavor. So they makes no mention of the hope. I do not know from where does the hops they are using is come, and why the wine producing companies, they are not using the masar or some other Indian substitute instead of importing the hops that waste the currency of the country. Instead of hops, flowers of catkins are used nowadays. Yajurved Yajurveda is divided into chapters and mantras, and the sixth chapter or the Adhyay and 62nd mantra, diseases, makes a mention of diseases of food and waterborne microorganisms. Today we are well aware of the Clostridium botulinum and some other species that causes the botulism and food poisoning, some staphylococcus, and so they were aware of that microorganism may cause the diseases, not only food poisoning but some other diseases also. Yajna or Yajna. So Shukla Yajurveda, I just told you that the Shukla stands for white, silver-like moon, and in our Indian calendars we call it Shukla Paksha and Krishan Paksha. When the moon, there is a full moonlight, then we call it Shukla Paksha, and when there is a darkness after towards near round about Amavasya, it is known as the Krishan Paksha. Swami Dayananda Saraswati refers the term Yajurved, prefers the term Yajurved, and of course the Shukla Yajurved and Yajurved are one the same term, but the Yajurved is the term advised and followed by Swami Dayananda Saraswati, a great scholar of the Vedas. Life, vital energy, eyes, ears, speech, mind, and the soul are strengthened by the Yaj or the Yajna. They provide energy to our. Then somewhere there are no chapter, there are no mandal or adhyay in Samved. There are only 1,875 mantras in the Samved, and in Samved, fourth mantra makes a mention Agni as the incinerator or destroyer of pathogens. So Samved also makes a mention of the Agni. And moreover, I may tell you that not only the Rig Veda, the Atharveda also makes the hymn I have just told you before that. Kada martam raj sampada chummi spurat kadana sushruat gir indra anga. Life of a devil or a wicked man is like cap or pilot of mushroom that can be easily blown away even by light current of air. It has been mentioned in the Atharveda also. But here, Samved in the 22nd makes a mention of the Agni or fire destroyed the pathogen because of strong heat. Atharved, this is the Bhashya of Sripad Damodar Satwalekar, who was a scholar from Maharashtra, has given a beautiful commentary and Bhashya on the Atharved. Eradication of water pollution in Atharved and fourth Atharved divided Kand, Sukta and Mantra. In the fourth Kand, waterborne microorganisms destroyed by certain herbs. These are the 5 medicinal plants: Pila, Pilu. These are the names, Vedic names, and Salvadora oleoides and Salvadora persica. These bear fruits, and recently people are feeding them, uploading them on the Facebook and other media, and because calling them as the grapes of the desert and like that. And Naldi, Salvadora, and they are of great medicinal importance also. Salvadoresi and Naldi or Mansi or Jatamansi or Nadostachys jatamansi or family Caperifoliaceae that grows in the Himalayas, and Jatamansi is also used in the therapy of the mental diseases and strengthen the brain. And Okshagandha and Parmadini, and they also have been referred to be as the purifiers of water that eradicate the pollution of the water. Motility of the microorganism, Atharved, motility, that motility of the microorganism, the eyes, nose, teeth, chlamydia cause trachoma, streptococcus pneumoniae, and Haemophilus influenzae enter nose. They also find entry in throat and mouth. Actinomyces viscosus causes dental caries. Let us describe that creamy or microorganism. So they makes a reference that they are the motile and makes a mention of the motility of the microorganism and killing of some microorganism. They are known as the Yevash. Killing of Yevash and other organism which can communicate got killed in the way gram seeds are grounded between the two stones. So it is not that the same Latin names are there, but they have been given certain name by the Vedic scholars. And there is a term Matrinama. So this is the page here, Matrinama. It is written Rishi Matrinama Devata. So Rishi, they envisage the meaning of the hymn, they deciphered the meaning of the hymn. So Matrinama, and the term itself indicates the Matrinama stands for the diseases of the maternity, and they find mention, there find is a mention of the maternity disease, also disease some related to the women, and has been described by the says Matrinama. A copy of the Chark Samhita was sent to Baghdad. The Chark Samhita is one of them. A copy of the Chark Samhita was sent to Baghdad for the treatment of princes of Barmecide tribe of Baghdad. From there, it was passed to China. Chark Samhita, even many orchids and pteridophytes have been described in the Chark Samhita. There was a professor, E.S. Ansu, Edward S. Ansu of the Smithsonian Institution of Washington, D.C. He used to come to Delhi and used to stay in Hotel Ashok. And I was teaching I was in the Punjab at the time, and he invited me and we discussed. And he had taken some project on the medicine system of Chinese medicine system. And I would say him, sir, that what you are calling the Chinese system of medicine is basically the Indian system of medicine. But now he is no more. He was also writing a book, and that has been written by another professor of Professor Stewart, and authored and given by Oxford. Sushrut Samhita. Sushrut Samhita, the great surgeon of ancient India. If somebody asks that who generally the Lister has been referred to be the person who used the ligatures, but it was not Lister, it was Sushrut that used the silk thread for stitching, and keratin and other ant heads were used by him for stitching the stitches of the surgery. Kashyap Samhita, monumental work on gynecologic and pediatrics. Kashyap recommend the usage of orchids in lactation and other devices. Nagarjun, the learned scholar, he was sometime there's once somebody challenged me that if we go according to Indian caste system, I come of a Brahmin family and a good Brahmin family, and he was some of the friends would challenge me what is the contribution of good Brahman, and Goswami Tulsidas was a Sardupari Brahmin. So a scholar of philosophy met me. I happened to be in the Jamia Millia Islamia, and a scholar of sociology was there. He said this Godpath was a God Brahmin, and his scholar or his student were Indrapath, Godpath, Govindpath, and then Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, who had made 4 shrines of the our ancient literature. One of them is that's Badrinath in the Uttarakhand, and Namudri Path Brahman of south is the Rao there. Only today in the newspaper is the photograph of the Namudri Path praised with the chief minister of Uttarakhand. So Nagarjun was a learned scholar. He was a Brahmin, but underwent the fold of Buddhism, and is known as the scholar of Ayurvedic materia medica. Today, a big prestigious university exists in memory, Nagarjun University near Vijayawada in the Nagarjun Nagar. Of course, he had turned into a Buddhist, but Jagat Guru Shankaracharya did not criticize him because he was a Guru Bhai. He was the Guru Bhai of his teacher, Govind Path, and the grand teacher was the God Path. Then there are many Nighantus are there. Bhav Prakash Nighantu, Raj Nighantu, Dhanmantri Nighantu, and Shaligram Nighantu, and Ashtang Hridaya. And you see, even there are certain ancient scriptures like Sarvanga Sundari and Sasilekha. And now when even the physicians and all this, they are asked that what is Sarvanga Sundari, sometime the youngster was speaking that Sarvanga Sundari is the South Indian heroine, and Sasilekha is the private secretary of Sarvang Sundari, like that. But they don't. These are the names of the treatises, books of Ayurveda and Gurukul Kangadi Pharmacy. And this is the photograph taken during the Kumbh Mela. All Hardwar was decorated, and Gurukul Kangadi Pharmacy, these were made by the government of Uttarakhand. Even the bridges and highways, all were painted, and since the Guru Kangadi Pharmacy prepares, so the pictures of the sages that prepares the medicine was made by them. A novel coronavirus causative agent of COVID-19 pandemic, so E protein, S protein, and M protein, and how does it is a cone-like structure. I had referred to it that we cannot see microorganisms, but they can see us. They recognize the which are the receptors, which are the CD receptors, and they would attack and enter. So this cone-like structure. Regarding the corona, there was no corona during the time of while these old treatises were written, but certainly the symptoms are there. In Charak Samhita, there is mention of the symptoms similar to that of the corona. 11 herbs, 10 spices, 2 salts have been recommended, and diseases with symptoms like that of corona, they can be used to treat, and these 2 salts are called the rock salt and the black salt. And this is a book authored by us, and one of the very popular in the corona time. And our Indians use the spices, and of course we vaccinated all people, but this was also very helpful in rural areas to save the people from corona. And these are the, I've just told that large number of medicinal plants and these rock salt and black salt, these are the combination formulation that find mention for the similar symptoms of the corona. Vaccination by Brahmins of Bengal during East India Company days. So it is very sad that a meeting was going on just the evening before the corona vaccine was released. I saw that very noted medical man of the country was speaking there. Of course, he was also a member of WHO, and he would say that we felt ashamed of before, and now we feel proud that we have made we made the vaccine. We were never ashamed of. We are proud of our literature. Friends, all of you know that Edward Jenner vaccinated an 8-year-old boy, James Phipps, in 1796, and his work was published in 1798. He had sent a paper for publication in Transactions of Royal Society, which was rejected. Why? I say that most of you may be microbiologists. The 99% professors may not be knowing that why his paper was rejected. You can try it today itself. And Reverend Colt, and I'm telling the reason why it was rejected. Reverend Colt sent a letter dated 10th February in 1731 to Dr. Colt on diseases of Bengal. And then Dr. J.L. Holwell, FRS, sent a letter to President and members of College of Physicians in London in 1767 on method of inoculation for smallpox. In East India Company days, that Indians knew how to immunize against the smallpox. So Indians were already practicing it. First of all, the letter was written by Colt, but he had not noted the methodology. And then they sent Holwell, who was FRS Fellow of Royal Society, to note down the methodology. He wrote the methodology and made a mention that my book with Kirti Kaushik, my daughter, who is an immunologist, these were Indians used it, and this has been a mention has been made in the textbook Microbiology Question and Answers, and that we were practicing. That is why the real reason that the paper of Edward Jenner rejected. But I may also tell you what they showed it on the paper, they did not mention that Indians are also practicing in the East India Company days, that they are practicing to safeguard against the smallpox since the time of Dhanvantari. But they just said that this bears this is based, the paper of Edward Jenner is based on a single case. Then Edward Jenner collected 22 more cases and published his publication in 1798 in the form of a book. So this is the cover page of our book, Microbiology Question and Answers. Friend, this has been reprinted. This edition is the 5th edition in 2018, and then it was reprinted in 19, then again reprinted in 22. I have not received any information regarding 23 and 24 from the publisher. And I'm happy to say that this is the only book of the world that gives a chapter on animal cloning. The people often write Dolly. Dolly was the first clone, and Dolly died just after a week. And India has prepared so many clones. The clones are Shrestha and Grima, and so many are clone, and even so and so Nuri has been prepared at in the Sher Kashmir University. Of course, while I visited in the Science Congress, my lecture was there in the Science Congress, and of course that has been prepared in collaboration with the NDRI Karnal, where the clones of buffalo have also been prepared, and the last buffalo, which was in the Madhya Pradesh, that the clone of that also has been prepared, because that was unable to reproduce, because that was the old buffalo, only last wild buffalo in the. And thank you very much for listening so patiently, and thank you very much.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable contribution and engagement today, and your provoking lecture. Your expertise and passion profoundly impacted and inspired us all. So, if you have a question, please ask. Hello.
Yes.
Anyone have question?
Yes, ma'am. May I ask?
Yes, ma'am.
Citation means.
Yes, thank you, sir, for the wonderful lecture. You have given insights into Vedic microbiology. The first time, actually, I heard the word Vedic microbiology. So,
Thank you very much.
yes, actually, I have done my microbiology, my graduation and post graduation in that, but I never came across this word. So, it was really very novel thing for me. And we were never taught microbiology in this sense, like with reference to Rig Veda and Samveda and Atharveda. So, like right now, I want to know: is there any book that gives us such references if you want to study microbiology? As per like this, you thought today, giving some examples of Rig Veda and that. So, is there any reference book?
Listen me. Mostly, I do not say about other books, but I just told you that people are writing book on cloning, and they don't make a mention of Dolly. They does not know what clones have been made in India. And regarding historical, what to speak of Vedas? People even do not know that which was the first institution in this country to start the teaching courses of microbiology in India. And you should be feel proud of that it was Maharashtra, and it was it is my book is the only book in the world that gives that the first teaching courses. It was taught in the medical colleges and in agricultural universities, but in traditional university there is no microbiology, and the first course of microbiology was started at the graduation level in St. Xavier College, Bombay. Now it is Mumbai. I have not been able to see that great teacher who started microbiology, but I'm fortunate while I visited I visited Goa University with students. I taken students there. I took them around the Goa University, and I'm fortunate that I could see the student of that great teacher who started microbiology in at Saint Xavier College, uh, and that is a matter of pride. And I had two books of microbiology. Not to speak of, you are talking about Vedas, even the people do not know, they are not citing our history. They
Yes.
even do not know why this NDRI was shifted to Karnal. And as far as this is concerned, they do not know what Vedic truly means. They would be citing even the recent literature or Ayurveda literature. These are, I'm citing Vedas means Rigved, Atharved, and Samved, and Rigved, Samved, Yajurved, Atharved. So all these four, they actually stand for the Vedas. And one of my book will be very short. I was correcting proofs nowadays, and of course I was very busy, but I apologize. Before it, Dr. Samarjit Singh ji had asked me to deliver a lecture. I was busy at that time also, and now I immediately gave the date that first I thought that I should give you the 4th, but fourth is a very important date in the history of our country. And I thought people will be busy in learning the news of the country. And then I third, and then I said, why not on Sunday? And today I gave, and you will, while my book is published, it has great detailed account. That is the chapter title, the tentative title, it will be the ecological diversity, and that would you'll find very good information in the Vedic microbiology. And when it is published, I will tell you. And of course, my papers have been published. I've just given to you that Dr. K.S. Bhargav, a man who did double PhD, one from Allahabad University, one from this London University, and one on mycology from India, and one on virus, pathological virus, that causes the mosaic of cucumber from University of London. So that were appreciated. I started writing papers, small papers in 1981-82. I was also a member of advisory board and advisor of the and editorial board of Vedic Path, and my latest book, that is the ecological diversity, would include a chapter on Vedic microbiology, will be coming very soon, and I will inform you. And in my opinion, this, and I've given to you reference of this by Chandra Swami, and some people from Maharashtra might have tried, but so far and there is no authentic book that person who might have read and given the true account. Any other question?
Thank you, sir.
Dr.
I am
Purushottam.
looking forward for the book. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Purushottam.
Sir, may I ask
one question, sir?
Please.
Dr. Purushottam.
Yes, yes.
I'm Dr. Swaranjit here.
I recognize you.
Yes,
I have mentioned your name.
Yes. Your talk was outstanding. You linked microbes with Vedic knowledge. It is of great importance to the society. Your PPTs were very, very clear. Your presentation was very clear and vivid. You were in the main screen of the presentation. Like that, because many other people don't come in the main screen, and your photograph delivering the lecture was in the main screen. So that I really appreciate, and I wish you good luck in the coming days. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Sir, today in our lecture, Dr. Balu Chopde, Vice Chancellor, he is there. Dr. Balu Chopde.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
It is a
Sir,
matter of
namaskar.
pride. It is a matter of pride.
प्रोफेसर कौशिक जी प्रणाम सर।
प्रणाम सर।
सर, मैं आपका अभिनंदन करना चाहता हूं। आपने बहुत सुंदर लेक्चर दिया। मैं पूरे ध्यान से सुन रहा था। पिछले 1 घंटे में आपने सभी माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, वैदिक माइक्रोबायोलॉजी क्या है, इसके आदि जानकारी दी। इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। मुझे लगता है आपने बहुत अनुसंधान किया है वैदिक माइक्रोबायोलॉजी के बारे में।
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you very
let's-
much for encouragement. These your words will inspire me.
Yeah, certainly. I think
Sir, excuse me, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. You can ask.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir. Sir, your session is really nice, sir. As one madam said, first time we are hearing this Vedic microbiology. Really so good, sir. Sir, as a part of the Indian knowledge system, we have to encourage and we have to restart what is our Indian knowledge. So, sir, I have one proposal, sir. Sir, can we, in the year of 2022, IIT Kharagpur have made a calendar regarding our Indian knowledge system, sir. So many scientific inventions nowadays what we are reading with the names of foreigners, actually they all are started in our Vedic time or in our India in the past. So this IIT Kharagpur had made that calendar about that scientific techniques. Sir, can't we make one calendar from our MBSA with all like your legends with this IKS?
Yes,
Sir,
yes.
can we make one calendar regarding this microbiology, Vedic microbiology,
Surely,
sir?
ma'am, surely. You write personally on my WhatsApp, and seriously we'll think on your suggestion, and we'll take the guidance from Dr. Kaushik sir, and definitely we'll do the need. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
thank you so much, sir.
Let my awaited book, Ecological Diversity, and that come, I will inform you.
Thank you, sir. We are also waiting, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this session, sir.
Will be in greater detail, and something I might have missed. There is some more information, and more efforts are needed, because this is a humble beginning, and a great work is required to be done. Because
Yes. Any other
Vedas
fellow?
are very.
Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Sir, am I audible?
There is a lot of cross talking going on. So one person at a time, please.
Sir, am I audible?
Sir. Yes, yes.
Sir, this is Mr. Raghavendra Katti calling from Nanded, Maharashtra. Okay. I've been graduated from Gulbarga University in microbiology. Now I am teaching in engineering college in Maharashtra, Government Engineering College, where IKS, that is Indian Knowledge System, it has been introduced as an audit course under new education policy, where a lot of considerable amount of microbiology has been included for water purification, ancient water purification system, ancient drainage system, like that. Okay, so it is better if we introduce the Vedic microbiology as a subject from next academic year.
Yes, definitely. We'll make a certificate course on Vedic microbiology with the help of Dr. Purushottam Kaushik, with the help of Dr. Nitin Adapure. Then Dubey sir is also there from Kangri University. We'll do it, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? This is Dr. Srivatsa.
Yes.
Sir, I have a small, I would like to add certain thing. You have mentioned this Rakshoguna Sukta. There is also called as this Krimisamhara Sukta. My cousin, he's a Ganapati. So I would like to add this. He's a Ganapati. What we did was that we use different Sukta. Hello?
Yes. Proceed.
What we did was that we used different suktas, and we have used the kusha, and we could see that the water that has the kusha and the different kinds of suktas. We have used Manya Suktam in this Rakshaguna Sukta and Krimi Samhara Sukta, and there are certain suktas that we have tried, and it almost stayed clean for at least 11 months. And unfortunately, I wanted to continue, but due to my mistake, I lost the water. Hello?
Yes, I've listened.
Yes.
It's very important.
So, and not only that, what I did was that I have asked, because this kusha is used during the eclipses. Kusha and also this durva. used for Ganesha. So what I had done was that I have taken the extracts, including the neem, and I have tested against the E. coli. And I still have the pictures. I can share with Arvind Deshmukh sir. Personally, I can send those pictures, and I could clearly see that.
Sir.
I could
Yes,
clearly
you
see
send
that.
the pictures, and
I could
I will
clearly see
forward
that.
you.
Sure.
I will forward your pictures.
Okay.
To
I could clearly see that E. coli was not able to grow on this Kusha.
You are right. Maybe.
Kusha, I don't know for what reason, because I felt that during the eclipses, there might be some reason that our ancestors were using the Kusha during the eclipses. So I tried, why can't we check it for this E. coli? So I have tried, and I could clearly see that there was no growth of E. coli on Kusha. But whereas there was some kind of growth with this neem also, but no growth. Absolutely no growth.
sir. Sir, we'll continue afterward. You send me all your results.
Sure.
Now, another people are in queue. Please proceed.
Thank you very much.
Khandelwal, sir.
You are right.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir. Good morning. I am at USA, Austin, Texas, and
Okay.
I'm very happy to listen to Kaushik sir's lecture. It was very informative. It has opened new era for all microbiologists.
Thank you, sir.
Kusha is mentioned in the Vedas. Kusha is mentioned. Sacrum Munja is mentioned. Sacrum Spontaneum is mentioned. All greater information will be given in this forthcoming book. I'm just correcting the proof pages. Publisher has been pressurizing me that send soon, but it has taken me a second correcting the second proof, and do not publish the thing until I'm satisfied, and I will inform you very soon as it is published. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll conclude.
Okay.
And I will request Aparna. Aparna, you can proceed. Aparna, please conclude. Hello. Okay. I think Aparna is not on mic, so I will conclude now.
I think she has left. Deshmukh sir.
No, she is there. Aparna, please conclude.
Sir, I am audible?
You are audible.
Because I have problem, I think.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, audio problem. Okay.
So conclude.
Thank you so much. Thank you, all participants and our distinguished guest. Thank you for valuable contribution and engagement. And thank you, Dr. A.M. Deshmukh sir, to giving me this opportunity to work in Microbiology Society. Thank you, all of you. And this session will continue with next themes, next topics.
Okay. Thank you all. This is a recorded lecture. Link is already circulated.
If it is recorded one, send a copy to me also.
It is already circulated. I will send a copy to you.
Okay.
Okay, bye everybody. Bye.
Okay, bye everyone.